the same qualities of the entire ocean.
Love is our nature. When you know who you are, you know yourself as love. Love is formless, timeless, spaceless, overflowing itself.
Enlightenment means simply to know who you are. The simplest thing. Not who you think you are, not who other people told you you are, not what your society conditioned you to believe you are. For me, the human experience is an opportunity to discover that we are the divine, eternal principle.
The human experience is an opportunity to play. Primarily, it's about playing. Playing can bring pain and pleasure. It's a mixed bag. So, with this spiritual journey, the human experience changes how it feels to be human. It's an exploration of what really being human is, which goes beyond experiencing.
And it's a divine journey that goes on forever and ever.
Was für eine Erleichterung. Mein Leben änderte sich von Grund auf. Meine ganze Wahrnehmung von allem, was jemals früher geschehen war, was gerade passiert und was die Zukunft bereithalten mag, änderte sich grundlegend. Zum ersten Mal in meinem Leben ergab plötzlich alles einen Sinn. War das das Ende meiner Reise? Auftrag erfüllt? Nein. Ich spürte, etwas fehlte noch immer. Eine größere Dimension. Also beschloss ich, meine Reise fortzusetzen. Und wieder brachte mich mein Rücken auf die richtige Spur. Die 25 Kilo Gepäck, die ich durch Indien und Hawaii mit mir herumschleppte, ließen mich keinen Tag ohne heftige Rückenschmerzen erleben. Und schließlich bekam ich die Diagnose: Bandscheibenvorfall. Während eines Interviews bot mir der energetische Heiler Eric Pearl an, mir bei meinen Rückenschmerzen zu helfen.
I'm not alone in this field. I'm sharing it with you. So you are now experiencing something inside. See that smile that it gives you? Something inside that says, hey, I remember this. This is me vibrating as light. This is me vibrating healthy. This is me returning to my natural joy state of balance. Any imbalances, which tend to include pretty much most health challenges, if appropriate, vibrate out of your system. Right where I hold my hands here is what triggers her abdominal response. Now, as we see, nothing is separate.
Der Schmerz war weg. Aber wie war das möglich? Und was meinte er mit Feldern?
We have been led to believe that we live in a physical, mechanical world, so that we emphasize the material realm and don't give much credit to the invisible realm of energy. Well, in 1930, this whole belief system changed, because that's when we understood the nature of quantum physics. And quantum physics says that everything is energy, even including what we see as matter is energy.
underneath what we know, what we see, are fields like the gravitational field, like the electromagnetic field, like the various quantum fields, and like what we come to know nowadays also, like fields of information.
Erwin Laszlo erzählte mir von einem Experiment des amerikanischen Wissenschaftlers Clive Baxter, der einen Lügendetektor an einer Pflanze in seinem Büro angebracht hatte.
He noticed some curious things, that the plant seemed to react to what's happening to him. And at one point, when he had an accident, the car almost ran over him, the plant had a tremendous reaction at that very moment, even though he was away from it. It seems that the plants are perceiving through this information field what is happening, not only in their immediate surroundings, but with people and with things with which they are connected. Even when you cut off a part of your body, like a hair or the nail, it's never completely separated.
All points seem to have come out of a single point that used to be at the center of our universe that supposedly exploded, the Big Bang. Then all points, all particles, all things in the universe are correlated. All things are entangled.
Everything is linked with all things, and all things form one enormous dynamic whole. We call it the cosmos, the universe, and that is our home.
There is a belief in our world that our thoughts and our consciousness are part of a chemical reaction that comes from the brain. And it's sort of suggesting that, for example, when you're listening to the radio, the show comes from inside the radio. But just like the radio, the brain is actually receiving information and then translating it into our physical expression. So the brain is important, but it is not the source of information. The invisible energy field is information.
The totality of this information, what is it? It's in the Akashic field. This is a cosmic information field. It has everything. It has a memory of all that happened. It has the potential to evolve further. Isn't this a good description of what in the tradition we have called the mind of God? The universe is more remarkable than thought. It also has consciousness. It even has a divine consciousness.
This is one of the most important part of our evolution right now, is that realization that God doesn't need to be some strange entity or some strange force that, is outside of creation. It actually is creation itself. It's actually the structure of space itself. It is everywhere and it feeds everything.
Gott als allumfassendes Energiefeld, durch das wir, alle Lebewesen, immer in Verbindung stehen. Das heißt ja, das gesamte göttliche Wissen ist verfügbar für uns alle, überall und jederzeit. Atemberaubend. Aber kann ich dann aus diesem göttlichen Wissen schöpfen? Wie kann ich diese Verbindung aktivieren?
In order to connect with the source of creation, we must go towards the center. We must go towards inside, which is what all of the masters that have walked the earth have tried to convey to human beings. Turn your senses inward. And within that singularity, at the center of your existence, at the center of all your atoms, is the connection to all things. All knowledge, all possibilities are present there.
There's a point where we can slow